Hello, beautiful person. Welcome to my last video of 2020. Yay! And it's a good opportunity to finish talking about this book, Time, Money, Freedom by Ray and Jessica Higdon. It's 10 simple rules to redefine what's possible and radically reshape your life. So if you want to see the other 9 rules, you can, of course, you can buy the book. Strongly recommend that. But you can also scroll back in my videos, and you'll find the videos that I made about rules number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And today I'm going to talk about rule number 10, make an impact. And it's a great rule. It's the one that brings all the other ones together. And basically what they're talking about is that, yes, when you have a business, you want to make money, but it's not about the money. You know, when you get started, I remember my mentor, Erin Postel, talking about it when she started with her business. She just wanted to be able to buy good cheese without worrying about how much it cost. So in the beginning, you have small goals, and they have to do with yourself. And that's fine. Any goal is a good one. It's better than not having goals. But as you grow and as you make more money, God willing, at some point, you're not worrying about paying your bills. And then the question is, what do you do it for? And that's where making an impact comes in. Now, people can make an impact well before they have enough money to cover their needs, of course. But the thing is that it is a lot easier to give, for example, money to causes when you have enough to cover your needs, and you don't have to start doing these calculations. Can I give to charity this month, or am I going to run short? So definitely. But here's the thing, rule number 10, it's the last one in the book, because the assumption is you've done all the other ones. And they talk about various charities that they work with, and everybody makes their own choices as to what's important to them. Ray and Jess are both very invested in charities for children for their own reasons that have to do with their life stories. And I'm not knocking charities for children, but like I said, everybody needs to find something that works for them. And the thing is to make an impact and to have some significance in the world. And let me just go through this. They talk about Viktor Frankl, of course, the Holocaust survivor who wrote Man's Search for Meaning. And he basically talks about, remaining human among these inhuman events and circumstances. And then they talk about Brené Brown, who is, of course, the vulnerability queen, and talking about, perspective. They're talking about a Netflix special, which she interviewed parents who used to yell at their kid for banging the screen door, and then the child died tragically, and then they would have given anything to have heard that screen door again. In fact, they went and banged it themselves. So it just gives you perspective about maybe taking a step back and being grateful for things that you might otherwise find annoying. Then they talk about Ray's friend and mentor, Mark Hoverson, and various charities that they've worked with. And then they talk about being the reason why someone else's life is uplifted and improved. And it's about fulfillment. So it's interesting. They talk about, for Jess, just doesn't really see things on a large scale. She has to be more concrete. So she thinks about how, for example, they sent a bus full of foster kids to Disney World for the day. And so she thinks about things like that. And then when she's working, she's like, I need to get this work done so that I can afford to send kids to Disney World. And that works for her. That's awesome. And Ray, on the other hand, wants to impact hundreds of thousands of people and sell 1 million copies of this book. And so I'm doing my little bit to help him with that, very little bit. But it doesn't matter. Every little bit helps, right? And then he talks about if we don't share our stories and keep building a bigger platform, people who have struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder or being a single parent or abused won't be inspired. If we don't use our platform to lift them up, they will never be able to see what they have, the power to do it themselves. I chalk it up to the things that we do, which is why I'm so consistent. So everybody's got their own reasons for doing the things that they do. And the important thing is that at some point, just doing things for yourself is just not enough. And that's really important to realize. You have to, Ray talks about growth and contribution. I've heard Eric Worre use the same words. I'm not sure where they came from. Sounds like a Tony Robbins kind of thing. But growth and contribution is what continues to bring us fulfillment even after we've achieved other goals. Like if you want to be a millionaire and you become a millionaire, but you don't grow and you don't contribute to other people, then it's going to feel pretty empty. So it's really important to, first of all, to continue growing all the time. We need to grow. If you're not growing, you're dying. And making a contribution, helping others is the best way. For example, they talk about when people have depression, one of the ways that they can help themselves feel better, if they're able to, obviously, but if they are able to do things, then go help somebody else. It really helps people move their focus off themselves, and it really feels good to help somebody else. It's as simple as that, really. Okay, and they talk about Tony Robbins, Feeding America, and I like this too. Remember, it's not all or nothing. It doesn't have to be a foundation that helps lots of people or nothing at all. You can start small right now. A friend of ours had a big idea. Hey man, I'm going to start this charity because there are people at my church and their kids are going to school hungry, and I want to start this foundation to provide meals for families like that. I'm reading from a book, if that's not obvious. He had all these lofty goals, and we were listening to him talk for a while before Ray came in. Well, how you get started is you start getting meals for one family, right? It didn't occur to him to just start small, to start with one family. People in his church would see what he was doing and may help out. Dozens or even hundreds of families could benefit from that first donated meal. In other words, if you have an idea about helping somebody, just start. Don't wait until you can do something big. Start small. Do something small. And then they talk, of course, about Wealth Wednesday. That is my favorite day of the work week. And it's a day when everyone in Rank Makers is supposed to do a random act of kindness for a stranger involving a financial exchange. So you feel better, they feel better, and it also helps with your money mindset. Because what I was talking about before, if you don't have money, it's hard to make donations. So, yeah, and then they finish the book by saying, if you told us that we would build an Inc. 5000 company, we wouldn't have believed you, and so on. And then they basically express their gratitude for what they've been able to achieve, and I have much, much gratitude for them, for everything that they've done. So, yeah, that's the end of this book, and I really recommend that you buy it, and I hope this has been helpful for you and given you some food for thought, this whole series. And yeah, if you like these videos, please like, share, comment, do all the things that will help the social media platforms want to show this to more people. And also, in these stressful times, just a reminder, I have put a document together with 13 of my favorite stress busters. If you would like to have that, just drop me a message and I'll be thrilled to send it to you. So you have a great day. You have a happy new year. It's New Year's Eve here in Canada, and Japan is already 2021. So you have a great day, a great year. Remember, I love you, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.